Monday Night Football last night in New Orleans, in Louisiana. The Jacksonville Jaguars, offensively and defensively, birthed not one, but two number one drafted overall starting quarterbacks in the NFL, Trevor Lawrence and Jameis Winston. Congratulations. Now, hold on a minute. Am I putting the cart before the horse, chicken before the egg? They're in New Orleans. Sean Payton's like, yeah, I'm not naming a starter. Well, we have a set of eyes, and we are watching, and we see what we're seeing. And Jameis Winston last night was absolutely spectacular. Jameis Winston looked like a starting quarterback in the National Football League. Now then, we did not see, as you might imagine, Mr. Bubble Wrap himself, Alvin Kamara. We're not going to see him until the Green Bay Packers stroll into that same Superdome in week one of the season. And we did not see, obviously, Michael Thomas. Can't guard Mike is out for the time being. We don't know when he's going to come back. But what we saw is Jameis Winston looking confident, Jameis Winston looking like he knew what he was doing, Jameis Winston feeling comfortable in this offense, Jameis Winston finding Marquez Callaway twice for scores. Yes. Callaway made some nice grabs, too. But when your quarterback's on point, your receivers make better grabs. That's what happens. It's all symbiotic. Jameis Winston looks like starting quarterback. I thought he looked terrific. Buck 23 missed on only one pass, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. Now, Taysom Hill came in later, and we all know he doesn't have maybe the same group around him. Who knows? 138 passing yards, touchdown, 2 sacks. His body language did not look like he knows he's going to be a starting quarterback. Jameis Winston had a body language like he knows he's the starting quarterback of the New Orleans Saints. I don't know if it's been verbally said to these guys. The reps might already be telling the story. As you know, that's what I said yesterday. Sean Payton does not need to announce a starting quarterback right now. Doesn't need to do it. He already has a track record. When Taysom Hill took over for Drew Brees last year instead of Jameis Winston, as the rest of America and football America assumed it would be. And it wound up being Taysom Hill. We didn't know that until very late in the week. And that was a shocking headline of the 2020 football season. Sean Payton has a track record of doing what he wants at the quarterback position, and nobody else except the people in the building know about it, and the people in the building didn't let anyone else outside the building know about it. I thought Jameis looked terrific last night. Throw Alvin Kamara and Michael Thomas in that mix, and I know you, Chris Brockman, think that the Saints are about to take a step back, and I know this is a preseason game against the team that only won 1 game last year. You know, but that was a terrific performance. And Callaway was beating, Shaquille Griffin, who was a hugely paid free agent to leave Seattle to come back to his home state of Florida and man that position. So that's a top corner in the league. Might be just working on some stuff himself. I understand what preseason is. But preseason you have to utilize in order to make a decision for week one. And I think that was it. That's a wrap. That's what I saw last night. I saw a wrap. We'll see what Sean Payton does in preseason game number 3.
I'd imagine Jameis won't play.
And that will be an indication. Put a pin in that for a second, because we already saw elsewhere in the National Football League quarterback decision landscape that of informing a decision. I do want to quickly talk about Trevor Lawrence. Look, I love Gardner Minshew, and what we love about him and his swag and how he came into being Gardner Minshew up in Washington State, and how he performed Minshew time every now and then. But this is Trevor Lawrence's gig, and he's going to have some growing pains in it, and it's going to be fun to watch him actually start to matriculate the ball down the field for Urban Meyer. And it's just wild to see. It's still jarring to see Trevor Lawrence in a professional football uniform, in a Jacksonville Jaguar uniform, and see Urban Meyer on the sideline of an NFL game, living and dying with every single, as we saw last night, potential miscue, as Trevor Lawrence was trying to put some points on the board right before the end of halftime. 2-minute drill is when you can really rack up some yards and get some rhythm going and feel good about yourself. Took a sack that brought in a field goal unit only to miss a kick. Just seeing Urban just shake his head, and he doesn't suffer these things very easily, and it could be a potentially long season for him. Don't want to put too much in there. I know
the memes last night were fun. Urban already thinking about how he's going to spend more time with his family to get out of Jacksonville. Like, people were having their fun.
Yeah, he's in for the long haul, brother. I'm assuming. I don't know.
He's got 80 to 100 million reasons
to be in the long haul here.
You know,
Travis Etienne walking around in a walking boot, leaving the building last night. That's not good.
No good. TJ's sleeper for fantasy.
But it's Trevor Lawrence's gig. I know they haven't named it yet, and whatever needs to be done within their building to make the concept of you earn your spot here no matter how terrific you were, and no matter the fact that you're the first overall pick, and no matter the fact that I tapped out on a very successful broadcasting career to take on coaching in the NFL and that challenge, you know. That's why I said 2 first overall selected quarterbacks were basically knighted, kinged on the back row of the NFL checkerboard as starting quarterbacks last night. You're not going to walk into the season with Trevor Lawrence sitting down and whatever else we saw last night. That ain't happening. Lumps are about to be taken by the Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence, or he could, step in, and they do have a very talented receiving core and running back core. We'll see. But that's Jameis's gig, as far as I'm concerned. That's Jameis's gig, and that's going to be lots of fun seeing Jameis in the NFC South with the Florida Lee, eating W's or whatever he's doing, or twerking.
What a
or
roller
whatever.
coaster that's going to be.
Oh, man. That's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. And the offense is going to be high-flying, and Taysom Hill's going to be part of it, and so, but just not as your starting quarterback. Now then, we'll see if Taysom Hill, if Jameis starts preseason game number 3. If he doesn't, that's your indication that he's the starting quarterback week 1. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.